It is time, everyone, for the Logic Puzzle King, that's me, to inundate you, really? Yes, with a new logic puzzle game. This one is Rullo. This one is, well, it's a mix. Not in bad ways. It's a mix of two logic puzzles that are staples of logic puzzle-ness. If you took Sudoku and mixed it with nonograms, you would get this. And, oh boy, it's really, really interesting. So, how do you play this game? Well, like I said, it is a mix of two very stapled logic puzzles, and it takes them and twists them both together to make an absolutely new and brilliant game that I'm just happy to have found. How you play is relatively simple, as in all logic puzzles, but the end result is where things get complicated. On the board, we have all these individual numbers, ranging from 1 to 9. Now, this is because I've selected the 1 through 9 variation. There's also a 2 to 4 variation, where the only numbers in the center of the square are 2, 3, and 4. And then there's also the 1 to 19 variety, where all the numbers are between 1 and 19. This one is the easiest one, and it's still kind of difficult. On the outside of the square, we have the sum total of the lines. So if we see this 30 right here on the top row, all of these need to equal 30. Right now, if we click on it, it equals 36. So what we need to do is take away one or more, granted, of these numbers to make 30. And it's very simple. 36, take away 6. Done. Or is it? Because we also had this 6 over here that we could have done. So we could have just done that too. So this is where the Sudoku part comes in. And the nonograms part comes in where we have to fill out the lines and squares. So we have a grid-esque puzzle to figure out. Hence the meshing of the two. And this is where things get mathematical. And I'm not using that word ironically, which is really fun. The mathemagic in this... Stop it. The mathematical equations you have to do. Now, this is simple math, granted, which is what Sudoku does as well. The simple math of trial and error and figuring out which numbers stay where. Now, for this 6 that's under the 30, we have 18 in total. Now, we can obviously take out all those numbers, and we'd have our 6. And we'd also have our 20. Keep that in mind. But, if we do maths, we can also just take out these, and we'd get the 3 and 3. Take out those, and we'd get the 6. So, we have options on the board for that 6. Let's move down again. We have 11 in total. If we click on the square, we have 19 to fit together. And that is a little bit more tricksy. Let's see, 4, 4, and 4, 4, 8, 12. Now if we keep all three 4s, then it'd be 12. That's over. So... possibly one of the 4s has to go. We also have 2, 4, and 5, which makes 6 to 11. So we'd keep the 2, we'd keep the 5, and we'd get rid of one of these 4s. Which one do we do? I don't know. Let's go with the 25 down here. We have 29, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have to get rid of 4. And luckily, there is a 4. Can I do that any other way, though? We have 6, 7, 8, with the 6 and the 2. 8 plus 8 is 16. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. With the 4, no, we're 5 off. So, this line, I think, is done. I think that one is done. So, to lock in your answer, you either click and hold the number, or just click the square that is lit up. So now that if we click any of these numbers, they won't go away. And that's the game. It's wonderful. It is, again, it's a culmination of two staple logic puzzles, two solid puzzles put together in a new way. And this is a new kind of puzzle that I've never seen before. And it's great. It's great, like Frosted Flakes. Let's continue. So we have the 30, but that one's a dubious 30. We can fiddle around with that in other ways. Let's go from top to bottom then. Now that we have one definitely stapled in, how do we get with the 20 here? The 20 needs 3 out. So we can get rid of the 3, like we remembered before, but we can also... What also can we do? We have the 8 and the 2, that makes 10. And we got the 9 and the 1, that makes 10 again, so that makes 20. But can we make 20 any different ways? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14... No, I don't think we can. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15... No, we can't. So, yes, that 3 is the one to go. So now this makes the 6 a little bit easier to whittle down. But there's still variations of that. So... let's go with the, not the 20, not the 30 here, because it's the 6s that I'm concerned about, not the 8. That one was fine. Let's go with this 14. We have 16. 16 in total here, so... the 9 is definitely a keeper, because all the others totaled do not make a 16. We also have now a 10, which means this 4 is the only one that's left. And then we have that. So, now this 15 is a 19. So, is this 4? Yes. Lock that in. So now that we have this 6, that means these are all gone away, like our original statement was. Very nice. What about this 11? We're 4 up, but there's 2 4s again. So that means this is 12 of 18, which means this 6 has to come back in, which means that 6 is the one that needs to go. And then, locking that in, that's the 4 that needs to go. And that's the game. Now, this is where things get really, really fun, because if we click anywhere to play again, it's randomly made. We have a 5x5 grid that's randomly made. But wait, like I said earlier, there are other variations of this with the numbers. If we go to the home, we get back to the main menu there, we have our 5 to 5 or 8 to 8. Variations, but we also have the 2 to 4 variation and the 1 to 19 variation. Oh boy. Oh boy. So this is for Mondo puzzle lovers right here. Oh, that's wonderful. Ooh, gives me brain tingles. That might be the stroke coming on, but I don't know. Either way, if you find this game just wonderful, if you think this is a wonderful, wonderful game that you have to play, the link to it will be in the description below. My name is Ben Dark Arts, and the Logic King has spoke. Is this a new persona that I'm putting on? It might be. Started a little while ago, but... I am the Logic Puzzle King. Go play this game, it's wonderful.